why I don't do 2 shows a night anymore. I won't do it.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at 8 times Beetlejuice invaded the realm of video games.
Daddy's gonna buy a new suit.
Before we begin, we publish new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Adventures of Beetlejuice, Skeletons in the Closet. Beetlejuice's very first outing in the world of gaming was not as warm of a welcome as it could have been. Based on the often forgotten animated series, Adventures of Beetlejuice tasked players with hacking loogies at monsters while protecting Lydia, who had a strange habit of wandering around the map aimlessly until it was time to clean up corpses. And that's really all you do. Yeah, it isn't the most engaging game to have released on MS-DOS, and honestly, Beetlejuice could have been better if it was just a regular platformer instead of whatever this is. Beetlejuice. Odd how the TV show got a game before the movie did, but better late than never, right? Oh, if only. If you have ever heard the name LJN, then you may already have an idea as to how Beetlejuice for the NES turned out. Well, we got that platformer, but it came in the laziest way possible. Beetlejuice has almost nothing to do with the movie in any way. Sure, there are bugs to squash and houses to run into, but it's just your run-of-the-mill platformer with an arbitrary license slapped onto it. Same old story, same old song and dance. Something tells us this was just a cash grab bit of contract work because we know Rare, yes, that Rare, would have never put out something this haphazardly cobbled together. Beetlejuice, horrific hijinks from the Netherworld. We aren't out of the shovelware just yet. Horrific Hijinks was the very last video game centered entirely around Beetlejuice and only Beetlejuice, and unfortunately, it wasn't any better than the previous games. Like Adventures of Beetlejuice, the game based itself around the animated series. Like the LJN published Beetlejuice game, it was the most subpar game you could imagine. Yep, another platformer that did next to nothing in taking advantage of the IP to make something unique. Just more jumping around houses and squashing bugs. Look, we understand that you could only do so much with the Game Boy, but even so, you could do something a little more interesting than this, Rare. Lego Dimensions.
Oh, yeah! I mean, good. Music to give people happiness, which reminds me of life, which subsequently reminds me of death.
Beetlejuice didn't make an appearance in video games for over 20 years. Granted, the IP hadn't been relevant during that time, but LEGO Dimensions would get the ball slowly rolling for a possible renewed interest. In year 2 of its post-launch support, TT Games launched Beetlejuice as a new playable character, along with a mountable Saturn sandworm and spider. Buying this fun pack not only got you Beetlejuice and the mounts, it also granted you access into the Netherworld, so you could acquire even more gold bricks. We only wish the Bioexorcist had gotten some role in the main story, or at the very least, a whole level of his own besides the free roam.
The service is complete. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this gold brick yours. Gold bricks, Chuck.
Fortnite. We've often joked about who hasn't been in Fortnite yet, and Beetlejuice himself has yet to make an appearance. However, Fortnite Save the World mode did have a whole character inspired by him. Meet Beetlejuice, a legendary outlander who was only obtainable during the 2017 Fortnitemares via loot llamas. Sadly, there isn't much else to love about this character outside of the overall design. Of course, we won't be surprised if the next Fortnitemares event finally puts in the man of the hour. Fallout 76. The Fallout games are no stranger to movie references, and of them all, we wouldn't have expected a Beetlejuice reference to pop up in Fallout 76. In fact, there are 2 references to the movie. The first one can be found right outside of Wayward, where a car has collapsed through a bridge and sent 2 bodies out of the driver and passenger seats. This accident was exactly how Adam and Barbara died, as they tried to swerve from hitting a dog while crossing a bridge. The second reference can be found in Pleasant Point. Find the cemetery next to the church and look for a chalk outline of a door. This door is exactly how Adam and Barbara traveled to the Netherworld, and that burned book on the ground could probably be their copy of the handbook for the recently deceased. Roblox. As a means to celebrate the release of 2024's Beetlejuice movie, Roblox hosted an event where players got to explore and experience a campaign within the franchise. Players could run around in both the miniature model of Winter River and the Netherworld as they searched for keys in an effort to free Astrid. The campaign ran for roughly a month up until the movie's release, so if you missed out on calling the Bioexorcist yourself, you may have to wait until the 3rd movie, if there will be one. Multiverses.
You say my name?
No.
Was it you?
This won't end well, I'm afraid.
Who said my name? Who said it?
Can I tell you a secret?
Really?
It's showtime!
Roblox was not the only game to capitalize on the release of Beetlejuice. As the movie ramped up for release, MultiVersus was in the midst of its 2nd season, debuting with Samurai Jack with the main man in tow. As an assassin-class fighter, Beetlejuice is able to utilize his arm mallets and horrifically sharp spikes to send rivals flying. Christopher Swindle, who voiced Beetlejuice in LEGO Dimensions, even returned to voice the character again for this outing. We just wish he wasn't so freaking expensive at launch.
Keep it together in front of Wonder Woman. She seemed like my kind of good girl.
So tell us, from all the times we have said Beetlejuice in this video, have we accidentally summoned him, or did we say his name enough times to keep him in the Netherworld? Let us know down in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays for more great videos every Beetlejuice day. Bet you weren't expecting another one to get added to the counter.
Gold bricks, Chuck.